Does your audience have problems understanding you? Do you notice them getting distracted whilst you're talking? Are you worried that your foreign accent makes it difficult for them to understand you? If this sounds like you, let me share a secret with you. In fact, most of the time, it's not actually your accent or your voice that's causing the problem. It's because you're actually speaking too fast and you're not pausing enough. My clients often tell me, my audience doesn't understand me because of my accent, so I've got to change my accent. But what I've really noticed is that most of the time, it's really because they're not pausing enough. So what happens? If you're speaking too fast and you're not integrating the pause enough in your speech, what happens is that your audience doesn't have time to get used to your accent. And so they're struggling trying to understand you. And as a result, they're not paying attention enough to you and they get tired and they get lost. That's for the audience. For you, there's also a problem because if you're speaking too fast, it means that you're not breathing. If you're not breathing enough, what happens? You start to blush, you start to sweat, you get a dry mouth, etc., etc. All those things that you really don't want to happen whilst you're speaking in public. So, what's the solution? Well, the solution is to really, when you're preparing your content, really be careful to integrate the pause after every 3 to 5 words. Okay? It might seem like there's a lot of pausing, but sometimes you have a slow pause, sometimes a longer pause. And if you do this, then you'll really leave time for your audience to understand you, to follow you. You'll leave yourself time to be able to breathe. It's not for nothing that Mark Twain once said, "The right word may be effective, but no word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause." Just to take this example of the importance of pausing, if you listen to some really great speakers talking, I don't know, take for example Obama, Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, or anyone who you really enjoy listening to, really pay attention to the pausing and you'll really notice every 3 to 5 words there's a short pause, and when they want to have real effect, then there's a longer pause. So by having lots of pausing, you'll really have a regular pace, just like these great speakers. You'll have time to breathe. Your audience will have time to actually follow what you're saying as well. So put this technique into practice. You'll see it will really help you to have impact in your speech, whether you're a native speaker or a non-native speaker. What tips do you have to help you to have impact when you're speaking? Please share them in the comments. Check out my website if you'd like to learn more about my public speaking coaching offer. Or please do also feel free to get in touch to make an appointment. Thank you.